You want to be real, Major 1 certainly wants to be forgotten by Seattle Surge. Not the greatest showing from them, but let's see if they can turn things around. A long and exciting year of Vanguard we have ahead of us, and already straight into our first hard point here. Trades abound, as they are here on Gavutu. But a big capsule clearing out the outsider ring. Now looking at a Boston breach hard point. Seattle on the break, trying to make their way back in this one. But chance, big cat with a 2.
That was like a perfectly symmetrical opening break by both of these teams as well. But hey, you get the edge on P1. It is an incredibly difficult hill to break. And I'd say for Boston, just to get that ball rolling, this is exactly what they want to have. They got a nice setup. Cap's got the nice angle. Not able to win that gunfight. And, well, that's going to set the next set of gunfights into motion. And honestly, that looks like just a clean and easy break for Seattle. So they'll be able to balance things out just a little bit before hitting that rotation. More gunfights come through, and Boston trying to chow it individually. And Methods does get traded, so there you go. Final bit of scrap time to Seattle. That rotation, though, Boston firmly in control.
Let's see if Pred can stay alive. Him opportunity to be on the flank there would have been a bit easier now as they approach towards P2. But a solid chunk of time garnered there from Boston breaching the opening point. Now Seattle Surge desperately fighting their way towards P2. Ship side now, bottom of the map. We're going to make our way in there. Accuracy on your screen as the kills come through for his teammates. Mac now trying to breach through top both sides. We're going to find a kill or two. TJ on the top of the ladder finds it with a pistol. Methods from down low, nothing to be had. And it's Civ, wins 2 there on point, stays alive for now, and it's back to TJ as Boston, the break not quite through. TJ with 3.
Well, good news for Seattle at the very least, able to flip those spawns, but they're actually dying over towards P1, and now that means you got to win the gunfights over towards this whole scrap time. TJ, though, he's on a 4, finally gets taken down, so that is once again Seattle able to collect that scrap, and I think so far so good as far as that rotation goes. But nice little entry for Methods. His teammate falls near the point, but look who's here for the cleanup crew. Methods there just for a moment. And Scrappiness over towards his actual point. Nero, though, barely able to stay alive with 4 HP. So Boston doing a nice job just trying to bully these players out from the front.
Oh, a big win versus accuracy there from Nero, holding the hold point down. Here comes another hit as the remaining members of Seattle Surge trying to get on point, and Nero's going to find him again. That's going to be 3 in a row. Snap straight back in it. Accuracy, second shot now. Another swing into the ring. He goes, but the tags are there. Nades coming through. Nero doing a magnificent job of staying alive. Ring control remains in the hand of Boston Breach. You should be able to keep Surge out of this point and keep them from getting any this time. 30 seconds remaining here on second. No, baby. Quite a spicy, on third, sorry, a spicy hard point indeed. 81 now to the 38 of Surge, and once again, Boston have held them back.
Yeah, this is brutal. I mean, this is the setup to almost be like the death nail in the game this early on, right? Just those couple of gunfights, one by Methods working up the beach, gets his team in position just to bully out from the front, and now you get the free setup over on that rotation. It is already a 60-point difference between these two teams. Talk about a moment for Seattle where they are desperate for this break.
It's trying to get it. Accuracy, the first man in. Teammates getting picked off all around him. It's TJ Haley, Nero in the kill feed, lighting things up once again. Boston keep finding that hold. Nades coming through from T, just a sweet peach. It's 2 of them. It's going to be a pair from 1. Oh gosh, what a hold this is out of Boston. Their Surge cannot even get close. This is rough. Not an easy hard point to break anyway, but hey, let's give them a chance. A fighting opportunity now to keep the play alive. Let's go for a quick listen in. Seattle Surge.
Can't see T's mid. One's front boat.
Cap we cliff. Cap we cliff.
One's on you.
All right, Jay, I'm wrapping left. Set up for a good P5, guys.
Okay.
They're ready on you guys.
Cap is cliff, you heard?
Yeah.
I'm back right tower, AG.
Yeah, I think one's ready on you.
Mid on me.
Third cap tag.
AG, I'm coming low. Green.
Third absolute. One's on you, TJ on you.
Back left.
Nice.
One third as well.
Third absolute.
No man, copy in third. Last guy third in time.
Okay.
Last 2. We need full 60 right here, right?
Third dead.
I got
Last guy hold.
Okay.
I spawn cliff, I have cliff, okay?
I'm in. I'm in.
Anyone see Siren or no?
No.
Okay, I'm only holding
Let's go
top
back.
cliff then.
I'm checking it. Nothing in the back.
Okay, I'm P3.
Middle.
One's going ring.
Ring.
I'll go on ring.
Every time cliff.
I'm getting them both.
Alright. Nice, I'm looking down. Cliff, dead.
One's in the back green, Nero. And one's Rick Sis. Runs out back green already.
He's top green weak. He's on the railing going top green.
Inside top green and one top boat. Inside top green, one top boat.
One top boat, yeah, top boat.
I see him.
You can stay down on top.
Seattle Surge keeping the point alive. A nice hard point time garnered from them once again as 30 seconds remain on this bad boy, and Boston Breach trying to get the breaks, trying not to give away the lead. Let's go for a quick listen in. Boston.
All dead.
Sib's back house.
I got both of them.
Sib's back house. Let's go.
First cut.
Nice, good shit,
Yo,
guys.
I'm pushing out.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
top 3.
Yeah, I got the phone.
I have the cross right now.
Yeah.
They can hit you all. They
Yeah,
can hit you
Lamar.
all.
Hold on.
In the
back.
Okay.
He's going. Crossing one shot. He's second cut one shot, guys.
Get a tank,
I'm
yeah.
very open for nothing.
Second cut one shot.
I need
Second cut one shot.
I saw no. I saw
Stay
no.
up, stay up, teach.
I'm trying to stay up there. Let me close. Let me close.
Okay.
I'm
I got shot. I got shot. They can go low. They can go low.
Oil on
Yo,
the side.
deep on
Oil on the
Deep.
side.
Yeah. It's close.
He needs help, guys.
Press close.
Okay, you're alone.
I'll try to close in there.
One second on you. By the way, can you?
I'm one shot, guys. Boat, guys. Boat.
Yeah.
Really weak in there.
I'm nading time.
Yeah, he's boat. Watch
Nice,
it.
nice. Go.
Oh, this is one shot.
Get this time.
Let's
I'm
go.
turning.
Trying to cut.
Hey, I'm help you time. Get time.
Deep right, guys. Deep right, neck.
Trying to flood. Go, top their boat. Top their boat.
Stay down.
Yeah,
watching the ring
you
steps.
just kill her and top their boat.
I have a ring steps pitch right now.
The ring steps. I get a grenade. The ring steps. Sib.
Tag that.
Sib the ring steps.
I'm coming. I got help. I got across.
Sib the ring steps.
I need the ring
I got the cross
steps.
to you.
I need the ring steps.
Okay, Sib was the ring
Guys,
steps.
top boat. I got
Ring
cross to you
steps,
right now.
Top three still. Lamar
I know.
still top three.
I'm
challenging him.
Okay, challenge him down.
Very distinct, a sound of urgency there, Chance, coming out of the Boston Breach comms. A big capsule, man. 4 in a row for him. 3 of those kills were huge.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out for a long time if Cap was actually calming, but whether or not that's the case, I think I heard him like faintly in the background. Man was certainly slaying. I mean, you had one good hill, the P5 hold from Seattle, but outside of that, it has literally been nothing but Boston. I mean, this is a team that, they placed top 6, and for being honest, it certainly looked like in the gameplay, they had a few avenues of improvement. This is one of the cleaner hard points they've had so far this year, so maybe taking those extra couple of days and finding a little bit more balance, but obviously game not over yet, still a ways to go. Seattle, some semblance of control around the boat, but obviously they're just trying to chip away at that 100-point deficit where they currently stand.
Yeah, 100 points. Not impossible to do. Gavutu has been a little kind on the comebacks here in the CDL so far. We'll see if we can catch another and add it to the history books. Over to Sib now. 20-17 for Sib. Mac now holding down the hard point. The 3 members of Surge locking down that boat in a big way. Rest of Boston, over the map they go, looking towards the next hard point. It's Sib versus Methods now on this slow and very much a protracted gunfight. No one's giving away too much here. Sib's waiting for the boys to show up, but this is a very, very good hold on boat. And right back in we go. Chance, look at that scoreline. Slowly but surely, Surge again in.
And I think the flank might be the moment. Mac able to pick up one. He's actually got a teammate over towards Red Tower, but now that he falls, well, that opens up the back spawns for Boston. So those reinforcements will be very quick. Maybe just a small missed opportunity to try to make some fuzziness happen within the hill. But I think Boston maybe firmly in control. Sib, though, able to pick up 2, and Sib by himself picks up 3 and gets it in the point. You talk about a turnaround for an individual player. I mean, Sib right now leading the lobby, frankly, just needs a little bit more help from his teammates in Seattle. Maybe have an avenue back in this game.
Okay, we're starting to see things heat up a little bit right now. This may be the fuzziness we're talking about, and it's going to be kills coming through from Pred now. 8-16, uncharacteristically slow out of the young Australian in this matchup, as there's a counterpart Sib, though. 23-19, he's frying. Across the other side of the map, though, you still have to make a decent journey over to this next hard point. And for now, it's going to be Capsule locking down the ship side. A huge 2-piece out of Cap. Going to lock it down. Hard point springs open once again, and this could be the last one of the map.
I mean, just daggers, right? You just saw those gunfight rotations. Seattle, I mean, they needed someone to get some sort of kill. You don't have P1 control. You don't have cliff control. You even have a floater capsule in the middle of the map just to let you run past and shoot you in the back. There's no way Seattle, unless they get gifted those back spawns, can even make it to the point, but instead they are spawning all the way across the map, and well, that'll be Boston clean and easy on the rotation. Won't quite get that 100-point victory, but they will not be far from it. And Capsule, well, now just gets to run up the stat line a little bit more towards the end on a 5 spree, 23 kills. The victory lap finish, as that is one of the cleaner Gavutus Boston have had all year.
I think Methods may have put his control down in the final moments there. That was a complete dominance in the last hard point from Boston Breach, and it's outstanding display from them. Very, very well put together hard point there on Gavutu. Certainly making Seattle Surge, think twice about that one. But here we go, map number 1 now in the books. We're going to give it to Boston Breach and Seattle, man. I mean, Chance, what do we think? Like, they've lost their mojo.
For a long time, I was thinking just like on an individual player basis, right? Just guys need to step it back up. I think Sib is the primary one to look at, just because at the start of the year was looking like one of the best players in the game. And pretty much as soon as the qualifiers started to kick off, just dropped off completely. But even there in that performance, I mean, he has he was leading the lobby and slaying for quite some time. And win for Boston. So competitive maps either way, whatever the record actually states. But the first blood, something key to look at, just because Boston, when they get the first bloods, a ton of success. But on this map, we saw the stat. It's Seattle that had that edge. And, well, Methods find it. The trades are there, and trades abound as we are in a very quick, well, make it 1 versus 2 accuracy. Already forced to be the clutch guy.
Oh, he's forced into being the clutch god, and oh my, he's got an opportunity to maybe do it. Is it age before beauty now, as Capsule goes toe-to-toe with the Iceman here in this 1v1, and oh no, accuracy starting to play him like a fiddle. Surely the youngster, has he got an option here? Has he got an opportunity to maybe make something happen? Or will the Iceman once again clutch up another 2v1 situation? Here we go, bomb down.
Well, he gets out. I think Cap is going to cut off the back train, so he knows what angle he has to work with. So right now, that information battle, certainly in the hands of Cap. And accuracy, he's playing in such a deep spot. The Cap there to hunt him down. Just clears off after the bomb plant, knows what direction he is to go. And hey, he got the MP40. Just fly and go get that, man. So no clutch for accuracy, at least not in round 1.
I wonder if the teammates were like, it's Lamar, it's accuracy. And I wonder how Capsule felt about that. A player with a long-standing reputation for winning situations like that. Nice opening there from Boston Breach. And, I got a little nervous, not gonna lie. Once he got those shots in on the cross, I was like, all right, man. Accuracy's gonna do it again, but hey, we will see. Another round up now, 2 in the first there from Capsule. Great stuff out of him. Let's see what Boston now do on offense.
We're going to get a couple nades probably on that back A plat. Number 6 accuracy, the player likely to get tagged. Nothing there to connect. And you see the idea, right? Try to get TJ to get him with the gun, the nades to get him a little bit weak. But that play does not pan out. Accuracy just too safe in the back. And I think the bomb's sort of leaning towards B. But obviously, if you got number 7 on the minimap, Mac, I mean, he's back there ready for this push. Not a lot of openings right now for Boston.
Yeah, you see the minimap there. Mac gets the first shots out. Nero actually winning that gunfight at long range. That's a nice first blood now. The Seattle Surge now got to do what they can and now pick up the pieces. Oh, baby. Sib getting involved. Can't quite get the second. TJ's going to have the better of him there in the 1v1. Now it's a 3v2. Oh, Pred makes it a 2v2. He now gets involved. So, bomb planted at B. TJ will get out with his life for now. And here comes the shuffle, and it's an immediate jump now from accuracy on the defuse, trying to right the wrongs to the last round. And here we go on the back line. He should be able to get this one. No one's going to check. Oh, no! Timing! Pred, last player up, now has to win the 1v2. Methods repositions. Here comes Pred. Tags are in. He's going to live to fight another day. And Pred, oh, baby, nimble fingers, manages to slip the automaton off the ground. Now it's a 1v1 against Methods. Does he see him out there in the desert? He doesn't. And Zenny reads him like a book. Boston go back to back.
And a very good stun from Methods as well, right? Pred, as soon as he was starting to heal, the stun lands on him and just keeps him there at 2 HP. So, frankly, just not enough time, right? If it takes the 5 seconds to get back to full HP, 4 seconds go by, stun hits, you got to wait the extra 5. And that is just stripping away 8-9 seconds off the clock and making that clutch very easy for Methods towards the end. So, efficient work, good bomb checks, no funny business coming in from accuracy. They take them off the defuse, and I think that is 2 near clutches for Lamar that Boston stave away, but opening break accuracy again for Seattle, able to find that first blood. But again, trades abound.
Yeah, trades abound. And again, you haven't seen Seattle manage to make too much of these first bloods, but it's going to get ugly real quick. Oh my God, Capsule. This could be another 2 out of him. Capsule! Oh, yeah, wow. Just guns him. He could have picked up 2, maybe even faster than that. His timing was incredible as he hits that mid-train section. And that is 3 rounds now straight for Boston Breach.
And this is like the full send game it's looking right now in Desert Siege. I mean, literally just trades on trades, people taking gunfights. No one has any fear of falling. But I think towards the end is just the aggression from Boston that's on point. I think so many of these situations, especially once you clear out A, you expect someone on defense to just be like posted up in the deep back right corner of the map, like behind the tower watching B. But if you're on defense and nobody's stacked up there, you can be quick for the retakes. Boston certainly was, and now their turn back on the attack. Make some noise at A, and this might be a quick rotation. They bullied out Mac on defense last go around. Might be the same play call here.
Mac's in a slightly different spot this round. A little closer towards the center of the map. He has teammates to back him up. That's going to be Sib now with that snipe once again. A little bit of a buff in the most recent patch notes there, of course, for the Kar 98K. As the opening salvos go out, no kills, not a lot of damage dealt. We're still playing footsies under the table right now between Breach and Surge.
And again, I still think this play call is just, trying to deal with Mac. Methods was looking for the gunfight, but he didn't quite have the angle, and that bomb planter is going to fall. Now you have less than 40 seconds on the clock, and you got to pick the bomb up, and you even have your wide flank covered, right? Accuracy is out or A. He's sending Pred to go hunting. Capsule will just find some interesting time, but still less than 30 seconds, and that bomb is down. You might find the one pick, but you got to hit the gas.
You got to hit the gas, get to going, and here we go. It's going to be Sib there with that snipe up close. TJ's going to find one more. It's still a 3v3, less than 20 now on the clock to play with. Over towards the bomb we go, and Sib, oh baby, he must have seen something. Accuracy, down train. We'll be able to catch one or two. He definitely saw the player hit towards bomb, and now it's on the defenders, and TJ's little head. Oh, TJ, the angle, God. So unfortunate. Now the retake. 2v3. Mac with Deddy pops, Sib with that snipe. And this could get real weird.
And I think Capsule might end up being the key player in this moment, right? Just has the perfect angle, spots Sib there, boom, takes him down. Mac might be able to gun one, but no time, and the trade is instant. That is a 3v4 with bomb down with less than 30 seconds on the clock, where Boston just start making moves around the map. They find the pick on Pred, use the information and take him down, but the part I missed, I don't know who was able to take out bomb or like go and pick it up and rat back towards A, but I know Sib was certainly, I mean, he had plenty of map clearance over towards B, so you have one team making moves and the other team making mistakes. Boston taking full advantage in this S&D.
Yeah, to drop around 4-0 thus far. Seattle been staying on point with the trades, but managing where that bomb has been in game has not been ideal for them. Methods once again, first blood. Nero finding the second. Looking to find the third as well. A little bit of covering fire there from the deep desert. It's going to keep him safe and sound, but that was Sib with a snipe. And here we go, Sib. Catches him, finds one on the flank immediately. Sib brought down. That is another round. That's going to be the defuse. And just like that chance, Boston breach, map point.
Oh, that is a bit of a tragedy, right, for Sib as well, because he gets the hit marker on Nero. Nero ends up getting the kill, I believe, on the bomb planter. And I mean, that's a situation where if the bomb doesn't go down, if you're able to keep your teammate alive, even though there was pressure on the flank, there's an opportunity to still clutch that. But you live by the snipe, you die by the snipe. Hit marker comes through, and just no shot of winning the round after that. And Boston, I mean, hey, smiles on the face, no reason not to. I mean, again, after placing top 6, I still think there was a little bit of sloppiness in the play. Certainly plenty of room for this team to improve. But so far in this series, man, came out taking care of business.
Yeah, this is a nice rebound. Red Mac, we find their kills. TJ with a snipe now, a little different look. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Sib, who's had a lot of success with the rifle thus far in the map. And TJ, holy dooly, Fat Bob lands a sweet one. We'll take that. Just over a minute now to play with 3v2. This should be the bounce back round for Surge, but TJ, something's telling me he's here to play.
I mean, look, you're playing against Methods and TJ's got the snipe. There's going to be no aggression. You got the bomb down in the dead center of the map. As long as you don't get picked by the sniper or by Methods, you are good to go. So accuracy just has to be delicate about the angle because, well, TJ, he's found the open lane.
He's in. He's behind him. Check the corners. Pistols up. Oh, accuracy wins it. 1v3. And there we go. Pred. The final kill coming through. And I tell you what, if you manage to take care of accuracy from that top position, who knows, man, it could have been a different looking round. But Surge pull their socks up and get themselves around.
I just think too good of a setup, right? Even accuracy in the back, he's certainly aware of the general idea. So he's checking that left push down that B street, make sure he spots it out and has both of his teammates in position to make sure he clutches up. So no 6-0 in the search and destroy. Good news for Seattle. The bad news, well, you're still down 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1 indeed. We're still on map point for Boston Breach. Methods. A mere pixel at that range as accuracy looks for it. Capsule.
Oh, no.
Full-blown Kool-Aid man flies through. In and out he goes. That opening blood is going to hurt. Surge. Oh, no. Oh, no. Falling apart slowly but surely. 2v3 now. Accuracy comes through with the trades. Over to Sib. Doesn't quite eat the nade. Okay, he ate that one. 6 HP left. We're going to piece on out. Method's going to chill at the back line, looking for the wall bang. Nothing there. Chance less than a minute to play with.
Plenty of time, but no map positioning. Both these players just tucked in the back, and I think if you try to wrap out, Caps will be the player to Try to be able to spot it. Accuracy does collect the bomb, and he's trying to be quick with it, but again, Capsule the guy to make the play. He's breaking, and he's making noise. But that didn't bait out anything. They will be able to get this bomb down.
They keep it all together. Two players now coming through the backside of A. You've got that man Capsule, man, the myth, the legend now holding it down. Sid finds one. Managed to get away with his life. Here comes Capsule, though. Checks every corner except for the right one. Teammates are there for the kills, though, and that's all good. Now you have to worry once again about the Iceman. 30 seconds. Bomb down. 1v2. What's the first? And Accuracy truly playing his cards right. Doesn't give away a single thing. 20 seconds down to play with Zinni with the tags. Amal's got to stay alive. Here comes Zinni over the top. He's got time to get it. And there's only so much he could do. You had to buy the time for Accuracy. The second opportunity there in the round to get the 1v2 spot. Methods clutches up as Desert Siege continues to be kind to Boston Breach.
Close 6-1 dominant victory. Same with the Gavutu. Just never a moment in the game where Boston wasn't in full control. And I mean, hey, maintaining their position. They got the top 6 placing at the major. And if Seattle got 12, that means Boston almost assuredly needs to get this win. But I mean, hey, it's clean and easy, Miles. Nothing else to say. It's just a hot 2-0 right now. This is not a good look for Seattle.
This is a speed run, a true speed run here. As Boston Breach continue to look absolutely dominant, and there is a very tense, yeah, boys, an absolute unit. Let's see what they can do now here on Tuscan. Time in the lab. Not a whole lot of time, admittedly, between now and the last major, but let's see what they got. 4-man stack towards A.
Body's on point. Well, that is one of the best headies in the game, but Mac does get traded. No flanks coming through. Couple kills for Boston. Hey, not too bad off the opening break. They even got a guy watching the flank off spawn just in case, and well, maybe Pred, if he's taking the longest route of all time, might eventually try to find that moment, but it is looking like A point nice and secure, as quick as could be.
Yep, 2 minutes 20 to work with now. Where will Boston go next? And the answer is back to spawn. Good shot set at Pred. Flanks on, finds himself one more, and there we go. That's what we want to see. The thunder from down under as the forecast does look to be a little rainy. There we go. Nero finally putting into that one. Bright skies ahead now as TJ keeps it going. Finding themselves a Mac. Over to Sib now, trying to stop the P5 push. TJ's up, flying on through. Good shots out of Sib. Nice wallbang there. FMJ needs to be on every single AR now, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely ripping through the terrain here on Tuscan.
And this is the interesting question, right? Like, this is the puzzle to solve on Tuscan Control. Getting A is not a problem. How do you actually get out towards B? Well, it's a double hit through P5. They are hunting Pred down, but even with the pace, you see the coverage is there. Sib is able to pick up 2, and well, can't quite get the 3rd, but TJ knows, I mean, if even like one of your teammates falls, that almost makes it impossible to go over towards B. So you really just have to find a way to orchestrate that perfect push, but TJ keeping that positioning. His teammates are now back with him. You go again.
Yep. If not for TJ, that whole push could have been stopped. Nero and Teach now making their way forward. Here comes the 2-man split. Onto the zone we go. Here come the kills. TJ and Nero finding theirs over to the plat side. Mac wins it. It's going to be all in a TJ. Force spree for him now. Staying alive in enemy territory. He's going to double back, try to find something. Just try to keep the defenders on their toes. And for now, on the tippity toes they will be. TJ finds himself 5 in a row and almost, there it is, gets alive. There we go. The run comes to an end, chance. Seattle Surge, keep it together.
I mean, I got to say, really nice job on the finesse game there from TJ, but as it stands, right? I mean, just now, no map pressure, no semblance of a control, and for Boston, well, down by 4 lives. So this is the defensive setup that Seattle needed to have. Again, the puzzle to try to solve for these offensive teams. Sib should know there's 2 players nearby, and again, lives matter a great deal. If he's 5-1, Seattle feeling fairly comfortable.
Here we go. One more hit now from Boston Breach. 25 on the clock to play with. Here comes the tags. Pred picks up 1. Over to the second. Nice shots out of Mac again. Oh, it's a beautiful 4 from Seattle Surge as they lock it down. Keep the B zone all safe and sound. This may be the last hit. Will Boston Breach invest the lives? 9 to the 17 of Surge.
Oh, they just need to get the trades, right? Find the final kills, or maybe not. Sib even challenged towards the end, but I mean, hey, the A point gets captured in the first, 30 seconds of the round, but Seattle perfect on defense. I think that has been the theme of their Tuscan gameplay. And as long as you stay nice and controlled, as long as you keep finding those big kills, which, by the way, again, Mac was there, right? The only real opportunity Boston had to make that break, it was Mac top plat that was able to pick up the big 2 wins. So Seattle holding strong. Now the question is, what can they actually bring to the table on offenses? Maybe take advantage of Captain Nero. Slow start for the two of them. 13 combined.
Yeah, Nero, one of the more dangerous plays we've seen on Tuscan when it comes to hardpoint, of course. His opening breaks looking sweet. Now, though, it's going to be a ring around the rosy there for Seattle Surge. They've got themselves a little bit of pressure towards A. It's going to be Capsule on the flank, trying to find something. Sib now in the spawns of Boston, and he is well and truly up and about it. Accuracy with 2. Mac finding a kill as well. It's getting a little dangerous now with Surge. Sib, shots, damage, pressure over towards the B zone. Cleaned up for now by Methods. Good stuff out of him. It's over to Mac now, trying to keep the play going, and he's still there. Just in the back line for as long as he could be. Nice stuff out of Surge.
That could have gotten real bad, by the way. That could have been out of control. Accuracy picks up a big 2 on the point, but a couple nice nades and a flank from Methods just to make sure you keep those players at bay. I'm pretty sure we saw, I believe it was Mac that was able to pick up a glide, though. So Seattle wheeling, dealing, pouring the pressure on, and even have that little advantage potentially at any given moment. Again, if your slaying is slow, that's why giving up streaks for the other side, not an ideal situation. And still, that pressure poured on through P5. They haven't actually captured A yet, but Seattle's still spreading the map. And they have plenty of time on the clock, but obviously with no ticks through over towards B, I think if I'm Boston, honestly, just go ahead and decap that bad boy.
Yeah, might call it 16 to the 18 now of Surge. Still life count in the favor of our Seattlean cousins. And here we go, Cap. Nice shots on the inside of Church, trying to keep the pressure alive. Stop the clock, should cap A. We've got 1 minute and 51 now to play with over towards B. 14 lives for Breach, 17 for Surge.
A little bit different idea for the setup, right? Still play over towards Plat, but Cap a bit more aggressive over towards P5. So he's on an island, and maybe pressure will be on him later on, but instead the call, they're trying to get this done on offense. Glide bomb being invested to try to kill TJ back L, and they get it. Now you got the clearance towards Plat, trades on the point, and you got 2 bodies on the hill.
2 bodies on the hill now. You just have to deal with the defenders and how they reposition. Stops this one fast. Not going for the full double stack just yet. Here comes Capsule. Can he find another kill here? Oh dear, he's just gone left, right. Good night. Where is he going? Chasing down Mac. That's kill number 4 for Capsule. 120 now on the clock to work with. An unusual push works out in the end. You still have presence. That was the last of it there. It was Sib. As he's brought down, he's safe for now.
I gotta say, that's a bit of a bold call to try to use that glide bomb on offense, especially when you're a guy that's standing just 1.5 inches away from the point, doesn't want to stack it with you. I know it's not easy to stack. I know you're expecting the nades to run through, but you take 2 steps over to the side, and at least you'd have 1 tick to make it easier, but instead you just have no progress, and, well, now you're dealing with the flanks again. Sid, though, gets the angle. Doesn't matter. Cap sliding. Little too OP.
The old straight down the throat slide as he nails it. Wind up hit now from Surge, but they're having to contend with Capsule once again as he is a menace right now on Tuscan. Middle of the map, pressure's on. Oh my God, no! No! That hurt bad. Capsule's still on the loose. He's still out there, and he's still killing Surge.
Well, Seattle, I think this is right now is the internal debate. Do you even want to make an attempt at trying to break this point? It looks like that decision firmly in the no category. They're down by 2 lives in this round, but they were up by so much in round 1. They still should have a 6 or 7 life advantage, but pumping the brakes, and again, I'd say if nothing else, just again, using that glide bomb, interesting decision. Maybe something we'll have to think about in a potential round 5, but as it stands, tied up 1-1. Slight advantage right now for the Surge.
Medic, can we get an ice pack for Accuracy's ankles? Both of them. Snap clean. Quick refresh now from Seattle Surge. That was a tough one, man. Now Capsule, I mean, last time we checked in with him, he was like 3-11. Where's he at now? 7-11. Okay, on the 5 spree. Turning it around. 3-man hit towards B, over to 1 on A, and that's going to be TJ playing solo for now. Here comes the hit through P5. Back, guns up. Fred's on the other angle. What are you going to get? Whoa, you're going to get a couple. Here comes Methods. Kills come through. The spree comes to a close there, but Seattle Surge, you've only got 1 player left up on the field. Oh, it's a nice kill from Sib. Stays alive. Progress at A.
That was a very nice kill from Sib. I don't know if he took him down through the wall or what the deal was there, but hey, take care of business. And honestly, for Seattle, great read on the defensive end. Just stack up over towards B. There is no pressure to actually try to defend this A point. Even though they'll eventually end up giving this up, or actually maybe not. They do have a couple nades, and there's only 1 body on the point for the moment, so I think Seattle maybe trying to set a bit of a trap. But keep in mind, number 3, TJ, he has found his way through, so he does have clearance over towards B, but obviously he is very much by himself.
Yep. Buying it. Good shots at Pred. Nice too. Boy's starting to heat things up. 9 and 11 now for him on a 2 spree. Into the spawn as he goes. Trying now to wrap back, hit the backside now of that B hit. And that's what Boston are going for. They've got plenty of lives to work with, loads of time. Slowly capturing this one. The first segment about to come to a close. Quick contest from Mac. Pred caught out unaware. Kills now coming through for Boston. Holding this one down indeed. Accuracy's up next. Accuracy gets taken care of. Sib finding the 2-piece on point. Staying alive. Second segment gone. Here comes the big old stack. There's 2 more players there. Nade's coming through. Sib, Pred, bang. B zone. Safe for now.
I mean, hey, dude, you stack the point, you get 2 caps. I'm telling you, TJ has been playing the finesse game on this map on point. I mean, he was by himself off B, softens up the push from P5, wins a couple on the point. And I think now you're in a fantastic position. It is still not easy to actually get that clearance towards B, but 1 player can cap this now in 15 seconds, 2 can do it in 7. And if you ever get all 4 on the point, I mean, it'll disappear instantly. So, Boston, you got in a minute and a half to string something together. The nades for the intro, but Mac with the big 2 on the response. But still, Nero was on the point, albeit just for a second, and the 4th is going to fall. It was a good attempt with the nades. But again, the clutch plays on the defensive end for Seattle hold strong.
Still holding it down. Here comes another hit. Can Mac find another 2-piece? Shoots a little early. Gets caught out there by Capsidal. Defensive numbers starting to now dwindle for Seattle Surge. Accuracy with a big one there. As again, we are watching that clock tick down. Boston on the life count as well. 10 to the 16 of Surge. So you got a life lead. You got someone to work with now. You now got Sib on the flank. Gets taken care of. Accuracy holding it down with the automaton. I like that angle. Where's that going to land, Cap?
It's a bank shot to take down Accuracy, but Accuracy might have got hit by the nade, but he still takes down 2 with them. When you had 2 minutes, now you're down to 45 seconds. Keep in mind, in the slaying category, I mean, at this point, it is not even close. Seattle have the edge. If you're Boston, I mean, you got to string together a good effort, but Accuracy on a 5, always there to take someone down, and even when he gets dropped, you just see too much map presence, too much control, middle of the map in the hands of Mac, and now you're down, no respawns remaining. There's still an opportunity here for Boston to try to clutch this up, but it will not be easy.
It is 4 to 12, now 3 to 11, and the kills keep flying through. Mac finds another, the trades are there, and Boston Breach in this offensive round have just looked disconnected. The pushes were okay, the holds were decent from Seattle Surge either way, but now towards the final moments, Nero is going to do the very best he can to whittle those numbers down, but it has not been good, and Methods is back. What just happened there? That caught me unaware.
I mean, Methods in cam, he just operates 1 frame at a time, but his gameplay is certainly quicker than the camera, right? But at the same time, again, for Seattle, the tried and true on Tuscan, just clutch up on defense, get the big kills when you need them. Obviously, you had Boston pouring the pressure on, created a couple good opportunities, and I think, honestly, Mac was probably one of the guys for me, at least initially for the first couple pushes, and then Accuracy at some point just started to lock things down. But, I mean, you have, what, maybe a 12 life advantage, give or take, for Seattle. I mean, if you can win the offense, great, and they got the push out towards B. They found an opening, maybe a kill or 2, so they're trying to make things mixy.
Yeah, it's on point now. That's where the battle is. It's Mac, but he's pinched. Only going to last for so long. Over towards A now, the attackers go, and that's going to be just a little bit of time from Accuracy. Sib, once again, caught unaware. Decent now defensive work from Boston Breach. Towards A we go. Nades out. Spawners through. Fred's going to find one on the flank. Any more to be had is huge from here. But for the time being, you're happy to cap A.
Didn't check your corners. Boston's got 2 there. Again, I think both of these teams have really, not that this is a strange thing to expect, but just rotating and keeping constant pressure over towards that OE from B side to make sure no messiness happens. But you have a massive flank coming on. Well, Mac is killing everything in sight. You got Cat that just rotated around the entire map to kill him. In Seattle, you see what they're doing, saying, screw A, we can leave 1 person over there. We'll try to keep pouring that pressure over towards B. But when all is said and done, Accuracy, the last man standing, and no more help from his teammates. So Seattle trying to put in work to create these opportunities, but still nothing to be found.
That was a nice spree out of Mac, but not enough to really change the tides here. Seattle starting to lose out on the lives. Here comes Methods. Unfortunate timing. Taken care of by Pred. That's an open field now to work with here. TJ's going to have to reposition. Top plat now flooded through. Pred's now on the point. Stun's going to land. You've got the call out now, and Tej wins a big one. That is huge. You've still got Accuracy there to get this one done. Max trying to get involved now also. Will they double stack this point? Will they take care of Tej? Here comes the slides. Nero and Methods are there. Mac, the last man up. Trying to keep it together. Here comes Capsidal. Here comes Capsidal. Damage dealt. No more kills to be had. On the point we go. 16 to 14. Cap trying to stay alive. The slide is all good. Oh my God. Boston, hold it down.
Strong out defense once again in a 4-life lead. Won't make enough of a difference for that final round, but at least you're clutching up because, again, this is Seattle. Again, just multiple attempts to try to find that opening to actually capture B. Capsidal not spotted on the flank. Spots out basically everybody in the lobby, but gets traded instantly. 9 lives remaining. Again, Surge well and comfortable.
Damn.
As long as they pick up a few more kills, we'll be able to secure that defense for the round 5. And still a minute and 20 to see if they get gifted an opportunity to clutch this round on offense.
And that's set up there from Boston Breach. All 4 corners of the potential exits that Surge have from their base covered. Now you know exactly where the fight's coming from, but Seattle, they're winning these fights 1 kill at a time. They're making their way forward. Now they're on B. Oh my God, this defensive hole has gone from bad to worse. Now it's a last-ditch attempt. Boston, you've got to get on that point. You've got to get him off it. You've already got 2 segments through. The pressure is on. It's still Matt getting it done alone. TJ can't win the fight. Oh no, that should be it. Capsidal, you can't get there in time. Contest. Nero wins it. Oh my. It's not over yet. Sib, you gotta go huge. You've got to get in there, but you can't. It's less than a minute remaining and 3 members of Surge to get it done.
Well, 3 remaining, 6 lives. I mean, you're playing TDM at this point with 52 seconds, but Boston able to pick up a few more kills. You decap the point, and Mac and Pred, it was a good try. You got so close, but I would assume nowhere to go. Unless you can find a couple more of these one-on-one gunfights. 2 players out on Black. Pred found the opening. He picks up 2, and Mac does as well. You read the flank into 2v6. How fast it can fall. TJ trying to be the hero for the team.
DJ's got to do it now in the 1v1. Mac, you win this. It's a 3-1 in control. Mac gets it done. What the hell was that game of control? Oh my God. The struggles continue for Breach in control. That was one hell of a turnaround. 2 back-to-back pushes. Pred goes absolutely wild. Mac with a 1v1. That was a fun one.
But then, no way, but Seattle finding the cherry on top of that final finish, right? I mean, I trust them on defense for the round 5, but I mean, it was literally nonstop. I mean, literally from the opening break, they had 4, 5, maybe 6 different sort of like half pushes over towards B, constantly just pawing at it, see what you can do. And I mean, really just finding the plays towards the end, 2v6, you will absolutely take it, if nothing else, just to try to get some wind in your sails. But as stated before, right, your top performer in control for Seattle has been Mac. He delivers once again with 32 kills to his name. On top of that nice little clutch they're able to get for that final round. Still down in the series, but still with a little bit of life.
I mean, I feel like that was the shot of like...
There are no easy matchups left in the league. You have to be ready to perform on any given day. And well, if you're down on the series, got to turn up here on Bocage. Right now, Mac responsible for the river side of the map. Meanwhile, Pred already found an opening. Starting to shoot players in the back. And hey, nice little 2-piece just to get things going.
It was a little kind of a step out of turn what we expect here on Bocage, but certainly a wonderful dance now being done by Seattle Surge. As time ticking their way, a little bit of a contest, back and forth we go. In and out of this gate, again, playing the terrain to a perfection right now. Seattle Surge, tight angles, Mac keeping the kills going. Mac keeping the kills going. Methods does end the spree. But we'll take that for now. And Sib still running the gate. He truly is the gatekeeper right now for Surge.
I mean, yeah, Mac and Sib went together. This is one of the better P1s we've seen. Immediately Boston towards the end, able to find a couple of kills. And Cap, I will say, that is a big second one to get, because that is a player that may be able to start to attempt to flip those spawns. But now to be Boston with that early rotation. You see Mac on the mini-map trying to find the play. Maybe he just found it. He got to kill him back. Accuracy gives him the help. And well, for Seattle, I mean, somewhat running the show. Not quite able to flip those spawns, but they got the early control, and Sib protecting his boy inside the point. This is a strong rotation so far from Seattle.
Big. Here comes Tej. Over the top. Tej lands it. Final kill coming through there from Capsule, but this is a nice bounce back now from Boston trying to get onto the point. They do, finally. Now Seattle Surge looking to try to make the break. 2 players now should be hitting towards inside a barn. The Zig attack is coming to a close. And this is not an easy hard point to get involved on. One of the more lucrative hills here on Bocage. as already Seattle Surge running it up. 20 seconds remaining here, though. Will Boston be able to hold on to all of it? Here comes Lamar atop his very own tank as Capitals 5 keeps on going.
And that's a big moment as well, I honestly think, for Seattle, just to get that initial time, because Boston, you see how aggressive they were being towards Grandma's, basically setting up for those effective spawn kills, and that's what gives them the lead at the end of this hill. As far as the rotation goes, Cap on a 6 gets taken down. Pred, massive one-on-one gunfight. This is Seattle again, like right from the start of the game, and on both of these rotations, putting in a decent bit of work right now just to keep things close in effect.
There we go. Tej. In and out he goes. Top grannies now to the bottom. Find himself a sweet table. Mac on the entry kills. Finds 2 somehow out of nowhere. Captured him now through the back line. And this is what you expect out of Grandma's. Is an absolute fiesta. It's a party as Capsule finds 2 more now. Flying onto the point. We get it. Spawns on the right-hand side still for Seattle Surge. Able to keep this one close. Capsule though every single nook, cranny, door, window, you name it. Your boy's frying. Accuracy wins a big one. Deej still trying to hold down top side. Nice kills coming through once again. 20 seconds remaining here. And Boston, they've managed to secure the lead in a, I want to say comfortable, because it's never comfortable here on the cage. But Grandma's is coming to a close. Over to Barn we go.
Yeah, back and forth. I mean, honestly, decent opportunities for both of these teams. Couple big plays coming through, and a couple nice tears as well for various players. You see Seattle wiping the feed just a little bit, but that's just the clearance to try to get towards New. Brad able to take down the second. He flies forward, can't quite win the next one. And I think now it's a bit more of a scattered push, right? Accuracy trying to wait for his teammates. Maybe finds good timing to actually go on a flanker. Maybe bad timing for Accuracy to get shot in the back. Now Sid, the next man forward, dropped by his own teammate. And Boston, they'll take that. It's a 30-point lead, and so far the largest we have seen of this game.
Yep, it's starting to work out. Just about 30 seconds remaining here on Barn. Methods can't win it against Accuracy. Now to the point we go. But TJ managing to catch him through stairs. Now the play's out. Tej, where are you going? What are you going to do? Which one of the many angles? The 16,500 entries into the Barn hardpoint. We find it. 15 seconds remaining here. And we're still going toe-to-toe here on the point. It is non-stop here on the cage. Rotations are down. Mac may be there, but you have to check every single possible avenue. Nero's behind you.
Hey, this could be the dagger in the game, by the way. Already, it is a very strong lead. If Nero can turn around and win the gunfight, and he does, if you can lock down this rotation, you can just run away with the score. So it takes a little bit of luck for Nero, and maybe a little bit of gunny. At least the nade's there for the trade, but that right there could be the moment of the game for Boston. Just trying to keep these players at bay. They still have that advantageous spawn, but maybe Mac on the flank able to soften it up just a little bit, as it is now chaos around this hill.
Absolute pandemonium, and right in the middle of it's going to be Mac for now. And oh my God, he somehow managed to get out of it. The boy was in the eye of the storm there, and he saw what exactly he needed to do and nailed it. TJ from top tower, trying to find a few more here. Pred's got his number. Ring, ring. Is Pred here? I'm going to collect these kills. Capsule finally comes on through. Final play here over by River, and it has not been a bad hard point for either team. We should see the final few seconds now going the way of Surge. Mac's got to get this kill now on a Nero to look down. P2 for the next, and man alive, chance to cage. It certainly takes it out of you. But so far, Seattle mounting the comeback.
I mean, even still, right? You have to imagine Seattle's going in that hill, maybe in the comp saying, hey, we locked this down, maybe get 35, 40 seconds. We're back in this game. Instead, at the end of it, off the back of that just initial play from Nero, well, you're still just working at a 30-point gap, which it might not sound like a lot, but believe me, on this map, it is quite a bit. Maybe the guns heat up just a little bit because Nero maybe having a slow one at 9 and 19. Something Seattle looking to take advantage of is, well, now it is just a battle around the barn, a battle around River. Basically a battle around everywhere but the actual hard point. It's so difficult to stay alive.
It's so hard to stay alive. Methods flying in. So difficult to stay alive. Capsule flying in. So difficult to...
Oh, no.
Okay. Capsule. I'm trying to find the call there, but it wasn't to be had. Yeah, boy nails it. Once again, kills coming through. Looking towards P2 Methods now versus Accuracy. We've seen this many times already in this matchup now, battling for spawns. Seattle on the back line. Methods now on Co, coming through the front side of the hard point. P2 is up, stuns her through. This should be a good look now for Seattle. Can you flush Methods off the point, though? That's the problem, as he is still floating. Accuracy, though, plunges him away.
I mean, he'll take that patience from Accuracy again just to strip away a bit of that extra time. By the way, Capsule, he might be on kill record pace on this map. Maybe at least toying with that idea, but even still, right, a couple big wins from accuracy around the point. They still the clearance, trying to collect a little bit of that time. Wins another one up top, and, well, unfortunately for him, it is a team nade that takes him down. Still a 30-point gap between these two. Still Boston with those back spawns, and well, right now for Boston, just trying to fight for this scrap. Again, you can afford to do this all game long. 15 seconds left, and it looks like that scrap will be theirs just to keep that point differential the same.
Stays the same for now. Over towards Grannies we go now. You've got Surge in position. It's accuracy on the ground floor. Method's picking up the scrap, now making his way over and towards the next hard point. Mac with the reads on TJ. Riverside safe. If you can buy these kills up front, it gets you a lot of time in the end. Mac's now trying to hit the flank. This could be huge. First one comes through. Here comes the pinch. Mac trying to find these reads. Can't quite get any more out of it, but the damage is done. Here comes the play now towards the point. Pred's going to be the first one at the back. Shots are through. Team kill coming through from Methods. It ain't a three-piece as he goes down. Hard point flips. Breach in control now. Kills come through, and it's all Boston.
Even with the wide flank for Mac, I mean, they just find a way to get inside. Even Nero picking up 2 towards the end just to make it happen. But it's a wide flank again. You see a couple players going back and forth. Maybe the third or fourth team kill we have seen this game from grenades. This time it's Boston that get the short end of that stick, and it is still the exact same situation. This is why we say a 30-point lead on this map can actually be a bit of a difference maker, because Seattle, even when they're finding like success on these rotations, I mean, you could just afford to fight for scrap, and it has just been constantly 30, 35 seconds down as every single hill goes by.
Okay, back to farm we go. Nero heating up. Finding a couple more. Good teamwork coming through once again. TJ still alive. Finds the immediate 2 now. Dead nades out. Going to slow down the hit from that side of the map, as this is a good look out of Boston Breach. Locking down Barnside. Through the back lines we go now. Sip trying to find the entry. TJ says no thank you. TJ says no thank you. You will finally find one more from Pred there as the kills come through again. Pred and Mac get on board. Now you've got a bit of time for Surge.
And I think what Barn has probably been the biggest difference maker in this game so far in favor of Boston. At least for this scrap, these final 25 seconds. Honestly, Seattle might be secure to get it. So talk about making amends just a little bit. Even still, though, they collect these final, 20 seconds in the game. They'll still be down by about 20 or 25 points. And look at the battle for scrap, right? You find a couple nade kills. You find a way just to get that little extra few seconds of contest. So that is Boston's game plan. As on this rotation, Capsule, he is in between 3 players. I don't think they know he's here yet. And he finds that first one, just trying to keep everything as scrappy as possible, because he's just allowing his team to get the trades. All these tiny plays that add up over the course of the game, man. Bocage is an absurdity.
It's a different kind of beast. Surge now locking this Riverside down. They've got a lot of presence in Grannies. Now they've got that hard point open. Look where Boston are coming from, though. And it does look like Surge are aware of this. They've got coverage now to take care of this push. Capsule of those managed to sneak on through. He slipped in. The one variable they didn't consider is 37 and 22. Now he's trying to hit him in spawn. Try as you might. He gets it done. 25 here on the point remaining, and Capsule has been the difference maker.
Just the snappiest of gameplay right now. 39 kills again. Maybe not quite on pace for the kill record anymore, but honestly, you never know if he could go on a nice little tear towards the end. But either way, I mean, he has already eclipsed that 40 bomb margin. Talk about slaying being one of the biggest themes, honestly, for both of these teams. While Cap single-handedly delivering. That fight towards New, well, I mean, Seattle technically have cut away at that gap. Only a 20-point difference now, so the opportunity for this comeback, absolutely for Seattle, still present.
Still present, still on, but Breach will not go quietly here in this series. Surge still fighting for their lives. Accuracy keeping the downstairs covered, and it is an absolute bloodbath here on P1. Our 3rd time round. 35 seconds remaining here. And Seattle Surge, they've managed to keep Boston off the point for a while. They've pinned him in the wrong part of the map. That's not where Breach want to be. They want to make their way through mid, get over towards those tanks, and it is so far so good. Surge, finally being brought down to the point. No time to be had for now. And I doubt we'll go to the game clock. There's still 1 minute and 16 to play with here, but you have to look towards P2, keeping those members of Boston off of it. And that is the goal now for Surge. Keep them off, get towards next, and try to mount the comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Pred wins a massive 1 gunfight on the rotation, but he doesn't actually get those squad spawns. So now he's got to play the cheeky corner, has to find this big 2-piece. There's the first kill, but the trades are in, and it's Capsule with 46 able to take him down. And, well, that at least secures those spawns. You don't have Barn in control, but Capsule, he wants to get it. Take down that second one. But right now, it is Seattle still inside this hard point.
47, he's got the lead in the kills department now as the record is set from Capsule, currently holding it now. Still keeping the hard point ticking away though. As Seattle Surge mid-map coverage. Here comes Pred. Here comes Pred. Finds himself 2 more. You're about to see the lead change hands as the comeback is still on. It's still alive. Pred lighting things up 3 now in a row as he's really starting to heat things up. The hard point's still in the hands of Surge. They take the lead. They cannot win it here. About a second off accuracy now from the back. Goes toe-to-toe once again with the very best that Breach have got to give, and they lock it down. Oh, chance. It's not over yet.
Hey, there's still plenty of time in this game clock, too. By the way, crucial nade again.
Whoa,
Just to strip away those extra few seconds. On rotation, Boston is here first. I think the final couple seconds on ult are going to Seattle, but Capsule winning the gunfights. The 50 bomb already there, but he needs to keep it going.
There is no greater hard point to have a showdown like this but the bottom of Granny's. It's only fitting. Here comes Cap. Gets himself a force spree. Straight under the time he goes. The lead has not quite changed hands yet, but this should be it. The pinch now from Surge as they set themselves across the sides of Bocage, looking for that one sweet entry now into Granny's. And it could be number 8. It could be Pred. He's made his way in. TJ's locking the players down on spawn. 2 more remain there. And there we go. The lead has changed hands. Boston Breach now looking to get it done. Capsule once again trying to find the entries. Trying to find one more here. Surge back in control of the point chance. It's 10 for the win.
10-second game right now, and now Boston, they're going to have to just try to flood through the front. Sib's got one angle covered. You got the map spread, but then the gunfights, they just walk through and kill everybody. Boston back in. Now it's 10 seconds for them.
10 seconds for them, 5 seconds for them. Cap's gone 54. He's gone absolutely Herculean now. Locking it down as Capsule finds and kills. No more contest. Boston Breach, they were shoulder to shoulder in there. And try as you might, Seattle Surge, the comeback was not on. What an effort it really was in that final map. But Capsule and Boston Breach get it done 3-1. Bocage does not disappoint. What a series.
Yeah, that good old Bocage special. I mean, Miles, I tried to throw it back to you in case Seattle was able to pull out something crazy, but like, it's just so unexpected and impossible to predict. Like, again, Boston, Nero and Methods, I guess, just walking through and getting the 4-man wipe towards the end. But I mean, there is one man and one man only we're talking about for that map. Capsule smashing the kill record, 54 to his name, nearly 5,200 damage. And I mean, there is no telling whether or not that record will be broken, but certainly early on in this year, that is a